Hello! Hi, everybody. How are we all feeling? How is everybody? Happy Sunday. Good to see everyone. I'm sorry that I have been gone for so long. It's been a very busy week here in New York. But I'm very happy to see everybody today. I am very excited for, a multitude of reasons. Because I've been not on camera and not on stream for a few days now, but also I am putting away a major project today. As you all know, I have been, working kind of steadily on completing both Breath of the Wild on Master Mode, no less, and Tears of the Kingdom. Since last July on stream, it's been, and Breath of the Wild 2, I did a lot of off-stream grinding. This, I only really did some off-stream grinding towards the end. I think when I was kind of just, you can only stream a game so many times before you're like, all right, what's next? And I do think I have another big, kind of completion project on the horizon. So I was kind of feeling as though, it's been time to put this one, it's time to put this one to bed a little bit. But I've been doing this completion journey since last July. When I started Breath of the Wild, and obviously 100%ing that was a process. I have 33 streams of doing that. And before I had even started chipping away at some of the stuff I was doing off stream for this game, I already had 43 streams, I think. So, this will be the 45th and final Tears of the Kingdom stream, which is kind of insane. Just, 78, I guess, total, videos of completing these open-air Zelda games. Countless hours, I've given each of these games... Breath of the Wild, I've given 2 full playthroughs, I guess, 2 100% playthroughs, which is crazy. My first playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom, I definitely did 100%, and I beat the main story, but I didn't even do, all the side quests, and certainly didn't find all the Koroks. So, I've given these games 2 pretty good playthroughs. I've put hundreds of hours into each of them. And I'm kind of excited because I think just the next time that I will tackle these games, and I don't know when that will be. Now I have these Switch 2 editions. I do think that I will probably tackle Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Probably not for a little while, but at least within the next few years. But it'll just be nice to go back to it and not have to 100% it, or at least kind of just do an any percent run of it, I suppose. What's so funny? I just kind of realized I'm playing this game while I'm talking. I may as well just play it here, right? I won't get to, completion until we get some more people in. Just want to give everybody a chance to come in and say hey. But yeah, I've kind of just been exploring and collecting and getting materials and stuff like that for a while now. But so the reason I'm in this screen also today, not my usual Tears of the Kingdom screen, is because I figured I would, put up the map as I usually kind of do. But it's done, and I can prove it. I'm not gonna prove it by plugging in my phone. I did put away the capture card also because just some of that stuff was taking up so much room on my desk. But here, I can pull it up right here as proof. Completion percentage. Declare. Okay, hold on. Can you see that? No, why can't you? Hello? Completion progress. It says it, I promise. It's in that green oh, it's because it's in that green banner. Hold on. I'll send it to stream game chat. I just took a screenshot. Sorry, I just got a legendary text from my father. Okay. Sent it to stream game chat. That's my proof. Completion progress, 100%. So I did that, and I figured, well, then there's really no reason for me to put the map and stuff on screen. Although I will mention that just kind of in some of my off-stream grinding, I did die once. So my total number of deaths on this playthrough is 49. Most of which happened kind of towards the beginning of the playthrough, you know, before you kind of get all your weapons and things, which I kind of expected. I actually don't remember how many it was for our Breath of the Wild playthrough, but I'm sure that it was more just because of the nature of it being on Master Mode. But I can kind of show you guys, like, I guess what I have been doing recently. It's mostly just been kind of like material hunting, to level up some armor sets. And in Breath of the Wild, I was a lot more particular about that. I definitely didn't upgrade all of them all the way. And in this game, I have a similar expectation that I'm not gonna do that. I did upgrade this outfit, like, you know, this set all the way, which is kind of cool. But, you know, like the star fragment farming that I would have to do for all of this, the dragon farming for some of the other sets, I just, like, you know, I'm not gonna wear these other sets really, so it's like I'm not really super interested in filling them all out. Especially because I've been playing this game so much. Like, I've already 100%, like, I've done everything that I needed to do. I don't, there's no reason for me to do things with stronger armor sets, you know? Other than just to say that I did it. And, you know, I guess why 100% anything besides just to say that you did it. But, like, I don't know. I just don't find it necessary nor really rewarding, and it's just a lot of like monster hunting, monster farming, and I just don't really believe that really goes in tail with completing the game, you know. So but I did upgrade this one all the way because it's pretty strong. Like 84. It's practically like having you know, like this set upgraded all the way. Which I almost do, but I don't quite have it upgraded all the way. So this is probably the strongest armor set I can get. And I think it's the Master Sword Beam Up. That's my prize, I suppose. So yeah, that's kind of where I am. I have 100% completion on the map. I have a pretty strong armor set going into things. I've upgraded quite a bit of armor, but obviously not all of it. The only thing that I'm missing, and actually I meant to do this, I meant to see what I was at. And, you know, I'm kind of, I'm annoyed about this, like, a little bit. But, like, the only thing I'm really missing is, paragliders. But there's not really a whole lot I can do about that currently. Because the paragliders that I'm missing are, well, I'm missing a Majora's Mask one and the Wind Waker Zelda one. But I can get those with the amiibo that I totally legally have. I can get those, I just haven't been lucky enough to get them in my little roulette, which is annoying. So I'm missing those two. And I don't own any of the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo, nor do I own any amiibo cards of the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo. So, like, I'm missing 8 paraglider sets. But with the amiibo that I do have, there's really not much I can do besides just continuing to scan and hope for the best. And for the amiibo I don't have, there's really nothing I can do besides make an investment in either some amiibo cards or make a huge investment in those actual amiibo, like $120 worth of amiibo, which I really don't have the space to do. So maybe someday I'll get myself some like amiibo cards, but like for now, it's just like I'll miss out on those for a little while. So get on me for the 99% of it all, but like there's only so much that I can do about some of those. But I will, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get some Tears of the Kingdom amiibo cards. And then if I get all of the paragliders, I'll update you guys and be like, I got all the paragliders, but like, I can only really... Hello, Afmas, how's it going? Hello. I've just been talking about some of my completion progress here. And how I'm pretty much done, but I don't have the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo, so I don't have any of those paragliders. And I have to get like 2 paragliders from other amiibo that I do have. So, but other than that, I'm kind of ready. I'm kind of good to go. It's a pulled pork today. I've been loving your food journeys on Discord. No, not the pulled pork that I saw today. Did you make like a shoulder or something? Is that what that was? Oh, wait, no. I did see this. I did see this on Discord. Never mind. I'm caught up. Yeah, how was it? It looked delicious. I saw it today, but I couldn't remember if I was looking at something that you sent today. Pork butt and pulled it turned out pretty good. Yum. I do love a pulled pork. I love a pulled pork down. What's really funny, though, is I don't tend to enjoy, like, pork chops. But I love pulled pork. Pork chops, though, are not really, like, my thing. So I have, a lot to also kind of talk to you guys about, just, like, life-wise, too. I'll probably mention this a few times throughout the evening. But I got a new job. I am starting at Trader Joe's next week, or not next week, in a few weeks. I gave my notice at Starbucks, and I am moving on to a little something new. That was my very big life update coming from this week. And I'm very, very excited. I've been waiting to hear from this for a while, and I've been trying to get out of Starbucks for a while, and I'm really excited about having like I don't know, something I think I'm just gonna be more happy about going to every day, and just something that'll really help me and my household. Also, of like, the discount on groceries is gonna be huge, and I just think like the potential of growth, not just like in position, but also like in pay is gonna be really, really really helpful for me. So yes, very excited. That's my big life update. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Yeah, it'll be really fun. I don't know. I'm very hopeful that things will feel a little bit better out here. I've just been financially, I suppose, under duress while at Starbucks and living in the city for a while, and now just like with the holidays and everything coming up, it's just like, oh god, where am I gonna get the funds, to be able to celebrate and get gifts for people the way I want to, and yeah, I just think this is gonna be a really big step for us. It's really cool how Benji and I both got out of Starbucks this year. Within the last few months, I think is exciting, and I'm happy for us. I'm happy for happy for the opportunities and the things we're gonna be able to do, and ways we're Jesus and ways we're gonna be able to grow because of new positions. So yeah. That's like pretty much it. I don't have a ton to report on otherwise. I haven't started yet, but I will start in a couple weeks, and I'll have more to report. And I'm sure that I also will be talking a lot tonight about it depends on if like Doc and Kim are here practically, but I did see the new Wicked. I have some thoughts that I would love to share to people who are interested. Be sent with a slight pause because it was at this moment he knew he fucked up. Yeah, I saw the bomb that was lit, and I was like, that's probably gonna explode. But I didn't really think it through. It was at this moment he knew he fucked up. Yeah, I'll allow that. I'm kind of just giving myself some time to hang, to explore, to get into it while getting ready to do the end, because we're done, you know? Like we're done. We're done. Like I've done pretty much everything that I need to do in terms of completion, and it really is just time to go fight that boss. And I know it's going to be, you know, fairly quick of a boss fight. I know it's probably not going to take me 2 hours, so I'm trying to fill up the time a little bit with just something interesting, something for people to get here and come on in. So yeah, maybe in the YouTube thumbnail I'll put a little like timestamp of where you want to go to get to the actual final boss. But oh yeah, also want to apologize if I kind of spammed anybody's YouTube sub box today. I don't know. Like, I've been very behind. It's obviously been a very busy week. I've been very behind on getting stuff ready for streams. So, I was looking at, like, my YouTube backlog, and I was like, I have a lot of stuff that just needs to get public. And I was like, even if they don't have thumbnails quite yet, I just want to get this stuff out. And just, you know, to you all. So I posted quite a few VODs today of a few Tears of the Kingdom VODs, a few Chibi Robo VODs, a few Frunkymon, as I'm calling it, VODs. Quite a few things went up today. So yeah, check out YouTube. It seems to be mostly up to date. You know, we'll add this playthrough to the completed playthrough section probably tonight. And I also wanted to mention I do have, I think my next kind of few games picked out, actually. And I'm pretty excited about it. So I do think that I'm going to get into just playing one game at a time. Frank and I are going to continue on with Pokemon for a while, and then we're thinking after Pokemon that we'll get maybe into Monster Hunter, or if I get like Pokemon ZA or something for Christmas, or you know, something like that, maybe we'll get into some ZA. We do have some thoughts for like future collaborations that we want to do, which is really exciting. Yeah, so this week even you can expect some stuff from us on Tuesday, and I'm going to finish up Chibi Robo. I think that'll kind of be like my main priority is getting that finished. And then after that, hopefully by the time that I am finished Chibi Robo, my analog 3D should be coming in. And I'm going to set up the analog 3D in here, maybe just temporarily. I do think it's going to live out in our living room for the most part. But I'll bring the analog 3D in here, and we are going to start another 100%ing quest. But this one hopefully won't take 45 streams. When the analog 3D comes in, we will start Donkey Kong 64, which I've been looking forward to doing for a really long time. I've been putting off doing, mostly because of how long the analog has been taking to come in. But, you know, I'm definitely not surprised that this company, you know, took a while for the analog pocket when I was waiting that forever, and I'm assuming it's a very similar situation of, you know, like we took so long perfecting this device, and I'm very excited to get it in my hands. I've been excited to get it into my hands for a very long time. They sent an email even that they're doing a restock, and I sent it to my brother, and he was like, well, I know what I'm doing with that week's paycheck, so he's excited. Yeah, it's, I'm really looking forward to that coming in, and, you know, from what I've heard, it sounds like it's not like a streamer's fantasy. Like, you're not going to be getting like the best quality footage as something as like an emulator would probably do, but like you're getting a very clean look at an authentic N64 experience, which I'm really excited to bring. I think that's going to be a really fun way to stream that game, rather than if I were to emulate it, even though I do have the means, but I think that it's just going to be fun to do it, you know, legally. Interestingly enough, legally. And I think also with save states. I have to look into that, but I think also with save states, which is crazy. He just up and quit moding at me. There was one time I was playing this game, and Benji was like, "What are you doing?" Because I think I was at like CC's and I was selling armor sets, and every time that I sold one, she would just be going, "Ma, ma, ma," and Benji was like, "What are you doing to her?" And I was like, "Just selling armor." I was like, "Nothing, I swear." I'm literally just running around cutting grass. I feel like I'm just kind of killing time, but I want to give people the opportunity to get here and be in for the Bossiana. Hey, Ordy! Ordy, hello. The hell, I didn't get the go live notification. That's weird. I definitely established one. Or no, I just kind of kept it the same as I've missed you. But hey, how's it going? And thank you so much for the resub. 44 months is absolutely insane. Sometimes it's just like crazy to actually like internalize how long we've been doing this. But you know, I appreciate the support from you guys that we've gotten over all this time. Like genuinely, I think about just some of the things that you guys have helped us with, I guess, over the years. You guys really help us kind of keep doing this passion, and you support us so much, and we wouldn't be doing it still without your support. I feel like I've told the story before, but when Kim and I first started doing this, we were like, you know, let's do it for a year and just see what we think and what we're feeling after a year. And I think just like the the community that we were able to build and the people we were able to meet and like friends we were able to make just kind of kept us coming back even after that year. And you know, I've talked about this at my last few job interviews of like, you know, they asked me like, you know, you went to school for acting, like, are you planning on leaving us if you make your big break? And I've told them, I'm like, that's not really where my heart is right now. I'm like, if that's something that happens for me in the future, like, beautiful, but like, honestly, my heart right now is like transferring the skills that I learned from that into building like this not persona, but you know, into building this platform and into building my presence and into building my just like willingness to come on here and just share my passion with you guys, because like more so than theater and you know, even more so than TV or movies, like my passion and my heart has always belonged to video games, and it's really awesome that I get to do this with you guys, and that, you know, you guys are able to help us with a lot, and you guys are able to provide a lot for me and my family and for me and my loved ones. It's really cool. It's really beautiful that this is how we get to spend our time. So yeah, that's my little sappy moment. I don't know why that resub got me feeling sappy, but I guess I've just been feeling sappy because I've been gone for so long and I've kind of missed it. You know, I haven't been here since last week, and it just feels nice when I get to come back in and hang out with you guys, and it just feels like no time has passed, you know. But the Game Boy Lego set for our 3-year, it is really cool. I have seen that. I've seen that. Actually, I was just at the Nintendo store. Oh my god, I have to show you guys what I got at the Nintendo store. I think it's in my bag. Hold on. I have to show you guys this thing. I'm obsessed with it. So, when I was there, they had so much more. I don't know how much you can hear me from over here. Hold on. They had so much more Pikmin stuff the last time I was there, and I was very surprised. Let me just take the stuff out of here so I can show you guys. But yeah, they had like a Pikmin wall clock. They had Pikmin paperweights that were super cute, actually. They had these little tiny Pikmin vases that had, like, they were tiny little vases, and it looked like only one flower could come out of the top. So it was like, you know, supposed to be like that. But that day, I was out and about with my friend Dana. We were going to talk show tapings, actually. And, you know, you're not really supposed to have like a big bag of stuff at the tapings. So I was thinking that day, I was like, I really need like a little bag, you know, like just something that I can kind of hold, take with me to these things, fits in my coat pocket, you know, and just when I'm going through security at these kinds of events, rather than just taking all the shit out of my pocket and having to put it all back in my pocket, I can just put it in this bag and can hand it to them. They can search through it and then take it back, and then it's not like a fucking process. So I had said that to her earlier that day, and then we went to the Nintendo store, and I found this little, I'll turn on the little Pikmin bag. So there's a little Pikmin on the outside in the plastic, and there's a Bulborb in the back of it. And on the other side of the bag, you just see the Bulborb's butt. But there are these little Pickus walking across, and it's perfect. It holds like, so my wallet slaps right in. My AirPods, even in their Hubba Bubba case. Chapstick. Lotion. Actually, it doesn't really hold the lotion that well. It's because the AirPods take up a lot of room. Lactate. And my keys, too. But my keys are over there, and I don't feel like getting them. I zipped a Lactate. Hold on. I zip it up. That's perfect. So I'm obsessed with it. And it was only $13. So even more obsessed with it. Anyway, carrying on. I don't know how I got that in response, how I like whipped all that out in response to you getting the Lego set for your anniversary. It is a really cool Lego set. Nintendo makes good Legos. But I actually saw it there. I think that's where I was going with that. I saw it there when I was at the Nintendo New York like store in Rockefeller Center. Which is a really cool spot if you ever have the opportunity to go. It's really cute. If you're ever in New York City and you're around there, I would say check it out just for the fun. It's so cool. It used to be like it used to be one of those spots where it was like, oh my god, if I'm visiting New York City, I have to go. But now it's like, yeah, I just take like 2 trains and I'm there. It's so fun. I love being so close to it. So like I said, I've kind of just been exploring to get things started here. I am planning on heading my way to Hyrule Castle soon, actually, fairly soon. But I just wanted to kind of give everybody the chance to pile in, probably in like 15 minutes, you know, just to make sure that everybody is here who is ready for some Zelda-ing. Really like how it came with 3 different screens. Change at different angles, how you change the game cartridge out. The buttons move when you press them. That's crazy. Change the game cartridge out. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Oh, I also wanted to mention, speaking of Game Boy a little bit, that I think after Frank and I wrap up Pokemon and after Donkey Kong playthrough is over, I do think that I'm going to do a stream of Pokemon Emerald. I still have my original copy. I would love to set up the analog pocket display here. I have to find all the pieces of it, but they're around. But I'm going to set up the analog pocket here and do Pokemon Emerald, a game that I never really finished. So, yeah, and I love utilizing the technology I have here. to like actually get some cool streams out of it. So there was a reason I came down here, but I don't remember what it was. Probably just to explore. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the Donkey Kong playthrough. I'm like nervous and excited. I think it's gonna be really cool to kind of give myself like a real introduction to that game. Feel like I've been toyed with that game for a very long time, but I've never actually come close to finishing it or even getting that far. Like, I think I have unlocked all the characters. You know, I'll have some nostalgia and stuff for like the first few levels, but I'll definitely be confused once I start to get to some of the later things. Mario and Zelda cartridge classic. That's so cool. Yeah, Nintendo, obviously, they know how to do merchandise. And their Lego collaboration has been crazy. Actually, I was kind of surprised. The last time I was there, they had moved their Animal Crossing stuff downstairs with the Mario stuff. And I was like, whoa, this is odd. I was like, this stuff all used to be, you know, upstairs with like all their other IP. Downstairs is usually just kind of Mario. But they had a big Animal Crossing section because they were selling like a bunch of Lego sets. I don't think it was all of them, but they were selling a lot of Lego sets. It was really cool. I was like, wow, Nintendo actually like cares about this collaboration. This is actually a very important collaboration to them. Which is great. I'm sure it makes them a lot of money. Sure, like most things, makes them a lot of money. The other thing that I also wanted to talk about that I don't think I've talked about on stream yet. I don't think. Maybe I did. But now I can't remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But in case I didn't, the other thing I wanted to mention and ask is if anybody saw those Zelda movie photos. I did, and I must admit, I was kind of impressed. You know, I thought it was interesting. I thought it seemed very interesting. Okay, well, you just got yourself all fucking stuck now, didn't you? You know, I see the vision, you know, and when they announced the director, I was kind of unsure, just based off of some previous work of his, unsure, you know, of if that was the best fit. But I do think they seem to be going for a, like, young adult Lord of the Rings, you know, like, young adult medieval fantasy epic, which, yeah, that makes sense. So, like, the director of Maze Runner, okay. Probably not my first pick, but, like, okay. And regardless, I'm excited to see what they do with it, and I think the costumes look great. I think now seeing them in costume made me really appreciate the casting. And obviously, if you paid attention to, like, leaks and stuff as well, you know, it seems like another character has been spoiled, and their casting has been kind of deduced. So yeah, it just seems like they're setting up a really interesting version of Hyrule that will be kind of tailored for the cinema, you know, tailored for movies. So very interested about that. I don't know. I know it's a ways away. My next big, like, movie focus when it comes to, like, my video game fandom, obviously, is this Mario Galaxy movie. But yeah, it's cool as a fan of Zelda to be excited about something that's not just a game. I feel like I feel like we've been waiting for Zelda's big shot for a long time, and then Breath of the Wild kind of happened. And then, you know, Zelda became a very, very, it's always been a very important franchise to Nintendo, but it's become a very important franchise, even more so in the last 10 years than ever. Apparently going to have pride parades. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Because how many people are just gonna, like, capture footage of themselves, like, running over the entire crowd? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. That's strange. That is if the game ever fucking comes out. That's the other thing. Exactly, ultimately why it's not the best. It's like, yeah, it's like I feel happy that a game of that scale and profile is going to reflect what the world looks like, you know? But, like, I also think that, people who play GTA 6 don't always represent what the world looks like. So that's an idea. Not an idea I'm fully against, but it's just, it doesn't seem like, it does not seem like the, I don't know. I want to be more excited about that than I am, I think. Unless they make it not an interactive event. Maybe if they just do, like, you know, something that you can participate in. Oh, eyebrows! Eyebrows, thank you so much for the 40-month Prime sub. Thank you for them Bezo bucks, good sir. Hello, friends. Yes, hello to you as well. How are you feeling? How is your weekend going? How's your Sunday? How are things? How's life? What is the hot gossip? What is the 411? What's the cool jams? All those things that Amy Poehler says in Mean Girls. I feel like I forgot one, but I don't remember. I know! I also have been gone for a minute, so that could also be part of it. I feel like I also haven't seen anybody in a minute because I haven't streamed in like a week. Longer, even. I think it's been longer than a week. I don't remember. Life is okay. We're vibing, I guess. Felt. Big felt. Life is lifing. I did mention it earlier. But a big thing for me in recent events is I did get a new job. I am starting at Trader Joe's in like 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks-ish. Very, very excited about that. Very excited to get out of the Bucks. It's been time to get out of the Bucks for a very long time. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm just looking forward to, I don't know, you know, to just, like, have more... I think I will be a lot happier in this chair. You know, that is the other thing. With a new, I forgot to mention this, with a new job is going to come a new work schedule. Or a new stream schedule, I mean. A new work schedule and a new stream schedule, I guess. We'll kind of go over it more once I have a better idea of what my new work schedule is going to look like, but obviously I think our stream schedule is going to change. Trying for work from home? Yeah, I was, and just, you know. It's a tough job market out here. I do think, though, that I am going to look into, like, if I can even just find, like, contracting job that I can do, like, you know, 5-10 hours a week, just a little something for some supplemental income. Or I, when I was in school, I used to do like dog sitting on Rover. I used to love doing that. Made some okay money doing that. And I still have that account, and obviously I haven't done any of it here. I probably won't be able to like board dogs the way that I did in college, but like I would even just love to like house sit or go take a dog on a walk or something, you know? So yeah, we'll see. I was definitely looking for something from home. I think that would have been an ideal thing for me to do. But you know, I also like the idea of getting a raise every 6 months and getting 20% off my grocery bill and things of that nature. So yeah, I not this time, maybe some other time. Quality perks. Yeah, 20% off groceries is actually so insanely huge. It is so huge. You know, I have been shopping at Trader Joe's for like since I moved. You know, that's kind of been like my go-to grocery store, and just the thought of my grocery bill being significantly lower is lovely. Just lovely. And I've already told, you know, my roommates, like, when I go to the store, you know, just like tell me what you want and I'll bring it home. So it's gonna be really nice for all of us, you know, for the house. Really excited for the sake of the house. You know, $100 turns into $80. I know. No, Kayla just told me she was at the grocery store the other day, and she was like, I spent like $80, and I was thinking, wow, I can't wait for this to be $65. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. That's been like my big recent life development, but it was so weird, you know, like giving my notice at Starbucks. I feel like I have been, I've spent a large portion of my life now with the company. So, you know, just weird. I was with the company longer than I was in college, you know, so it's strange to be starting a new chapter, but I'm really excited about it. I actually am really excited. I think I'm going to sell my Starbucks stock that they give you every few months or every year, not every few months. I had to like figure out how to do that, but change is hard, but also good. Yeah, and this will be good change. You know, it's gonna be tough. I haven't learned a new job, you know, in quite a while now, so it's gonna be tough. You know, I'm gonna have to learn some new skills. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I don't know. It's just doing a new thing. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna have to meet new people. That's gonna be really hard, is meeting new people. For me anyway, it's hard. What my schedule will look like? Not yet. I have kind of told them that, like, you know, because they were like, what's your availability like? And I was like, well, I'm kind of an open book. I was like, I'm interested, you know, in shaping my full-time schedule around my work schedule, you know? So, like, tell me what you need, I guess, and I'll do what you need me to do, kind of thing, you know? Like, so yeah, I don't have anything set in stone quite yet. I do think that they are primarily looking for help on Friday and Saturdays. So I don't think I'll have weekends off anymore. But, like, you know, I still think I'll have 2 days off a week. I don't know if I'm doing like mornings or nights, you know, but like when I kind of have a better idea of what that looks like, we'll shape our stream schedule around my work schedule. I unfortunately need to shape my job around my hobby. Their preferred days off, like for me, I don't really, like, you know, I don't really go out a ton. So, like, I don't need to. I loved having weekends off. you know, simply in terms of, like, I could, you know, travel for a weekend if I wanted to without much stress. You know, I liked having 2 consecutive days off, but, like, no, I don't really have days that I prefer to have off. It's just kind of like, honestly, I might have even preferred not working 5 days in a row. It's so boring, and Saturdays were hectic as fuck. I'm sure that, you know, they told me they especially needed help on Fridays and Saturdays, so I'm sure that those are going to be the busy days. Restaurant is very different than a grocery store. Yeah, I've never worked in grocery. And I told them that, too. I was like, yeah, working in grocery would be a new thing for me. I've done food for so long, and I was like, I feel like I have been very limited by that skill set. And I was like, and I kind of just want, like, a new skill set, you know? Thank you, Benjamin, for showing me the apple picking technique. I will never go back. Will never go back to picking apples the normal way. I will only ever do it like this. Thank you, Benjamin. This was a great idea. Grocery is very busy every day. Yeah, and I'll be in a busy area, too. But what they've told me, and what's really nice, I've heard this from people who work at Trader Joe's also, is like, you're not stuck doing the same thing all day. You know, if I was busy all day and just sitting at register for 8 hours, I think I'd kill myself. But, you know, they were like, you'll spend, you know, maybe an hour at the register. Then you'll go stock the shelves for an hour. Then you'll go, you know, like take inventory for an hour. You know, like you're not stuck doing the same thing for too long. Which I told them I was really excited about, because that was like one of my big problems at Starbucks. I was like, I knew, especially at my new store, I knew that if I was put on register in the morning, I was going to be there all day. And I hated it. I hated doing that all day. I was exhausted by the end of the day. So, yeah, I'm excited to have like a little bit of variety in my day-to-day stuff. Never been inside a Trader Joe's or like tried any of their food. Trader Joe's is great. Trader Joe's is awesome. I am really actually quite excited to work there. I've enjoyed the company and the products for a while. I'm excited to have access to a lot of that stuff. Yeah. Well, I am also thinking, my mom works at the cashier at Starbucks. She also stocks and does it in different areas too. Yeah, and that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited, like, you know, I can. The other thing is, ringing through groceries is not as socially exhaustive as a task as being on register at Starbucks. You know, taking orders is a much different skill than ringing groceries. But the good thing is I do have, like, skills with, like, cash management and, like, holding a till and stuff, so they liked that. Bouncy stick. Hello? Put it on my head. Put it on my head. I just feel like Mulan going, I'm here. And then you going, speaking without permission. I went backwards in the movie and I'm rocking Cammy, but turning my brain stick. Beats of jade for beauty. That song are crazy. How are yeah. Sometimes you watch a Disney movie from the 90s and you're like, oh yeah. Or sometimes you just watch a Disney movie at all and you're just like, that's really not how we think anymore, but I like it still. How am I? I'm good. I'm hanging out. I'm really looking forward to finishing the game tonight. I'm just kind of dicking around right now and just you know, kind of passing the time, just doing what I've been doing in Zelda the last few days. Yes. I agree fully. With good breeding in a tiny way. Yeah. And I mean, as much as I make fun of the line, like, I couldn't care less what she wear or what she looks like. It all depends on what she cooks, like beef, pork, chicken. crazy. But also hilarious and quotable. Oh, he found me. I was going to see if I can make him just, like, question where his dead friend was for a long time. But also, when can I watch Mulan again? Whenever you want. Thanks, Disney Plus. It is available to us in multitudes of versions, whether we want it or not. I'm thinking I might start heading over, fellas. What do we think? This sleepy, stinky baby. Yeah, in her crib that she can stand up in now. When did I say that? What even is the context of that? That I do remember. I do remember saying that. I don't remember why I said sicky titties, but that's funny. I know the last one I think is one that Benji took of me saying, I have your passed out boyfriend. From when we were playing Chibi Robo. Cheese! Ooh, Bork. Give me the bubder. I know, I've been visiting everybody too. I saw Pants' message today. Just being like, I miss everyone, I hope everyone is well. And I was like, I too miss everyone and I hope everyone is well. And I went, whoa. The trail of like matted grass that fox just left behind, that was really cool. Dive into the sand butthole, I remember that. That was some Zelda-ing for sure. No, I had the exact same thoughts of like, wow, I really missed everybody. I've been yapping so much since we started. And I've just been really excited to be here and back into it. You know, it's been a while, and it's been so long also doing this series, and it's gonna be really cool finishing this, I guess. It's just gonna be really cool to see a completed game here. It's not like when I completed Breath of the Wild and I was like, I've done this before, you know, on regular, and now doing it on master mode was kind of like the ultimate test. You know, it wasn't really like that with this game for me. I've never completed this game before, so it'll be cool to do it. Playing Earthbound for the first time, that's awesome. It's fun. It is a really fun game. It's a cute game. It's hard. It can get really, really difficult and really obtuse. There were definitely some times I needed a guide. But yeah, it's really fun. It's really clever. Really well thought out. I like the characters a lot. And if you like Earthbound, you should absolutely also play Mother 3. You know, Mario Party music. You know, Kim and I were talking about it. Kim and I were talking about that exact same thing. Of like, we need a Mario Party. It's been so long, and we just need a good old-fashioned party. It's just time. Hello. Sir, you've interrupted my apple picking. Thank you. I'm gonna try to surprise stream an actual game and chill. But these children are so needy. Fair. No, we floated the Mario Party. But honestly, I was also a problem child this week. I've been very busy this week. Busier than normal, so I've kind of been. Let's see if we can whip out a surprise Mario Party stream, but I couldn't. No, I couldn't make it happen either. I also could not make it happen. I was very busy. nieces and nephews call me Uncle Booty. That's hilarious. If you got a big booty. I don't remember the rest of the words, but I remember the verse being something about big booty. Hello? Hi? Lizard! Monster extract from what? The tree? Hello? Yes, I do remember I have your passed out boyfriend. Actually, Kim and Eyebrows, I mentioned earlier that my my analog 3D should be here relatively soon. I don't know when exactly. But because of that, my Donkey Kong 64 stream series is on the horizon. Should be starting any week now, truthfully. I don't know exactly when it's gonna come in. But like at this point we've gotten the like preparing to ship thing. Is Jamboree the preference or an N64 Mario Party game? Can I be so honest? I feel like since Jamboree has come out, I haven't played any other Mario Party. And I don't think I'm against it. Like, you know, if somebody was like, hey, I want to play Mario Party 2, I'd be like, dope, let's play Mario Party 2. But I have just played so much Jamboree since it's come out. And not even any of the other modes, but like just the basic Mario Party. Put hours into that shit. Are you getting Kirby Air Riders? Eventually, I'm not allowed to buy myself games this time of year. So it's one of those things where it's like, if I get it for Christmas, I did ask, like, it's on my Christmas list. So it's like, if I get it for Christmas, then yeah. And if not, I'll just wait until, after the holidays. Yes, you are. Yeah, I am. I am, but just not right now. Oh, you didn't have to tell me that. Well, all right. Well, then, yes, I am. I am very excited about Air Riders, though. And what's actually really nice about it is not only am I excited for Air Riders, but Benji's also excited for Air Riders. So we're looking forward to playing that one together. Man, my big game, though, of the year is Prime 4. I'm nervous about it. You know, the previews seemed mixed. So I'm a little nervous about it, but it's still like I've still been looking forward to it for a really long time, and I still want to play it. Spreadsheet back up to date. Mario Party 6 came to GameCube Online. If Mario Party comes to GameCube Online, it's honestly over. Man, but the thing that Nintendo really needs to add to GameCube Online is Melee. I know that they don't want anybody to play any other Smash Brothers games besides, you know, fucking Ultimate at this point. But if they are smart, they would add Melee. Because adding Melee to GameCube Switch Online, and Frank and I have discussed this before, and Frank feels the exact same way, that adding Melee to GameCube Online would quite literally sell consoles. It would sell consoles, without a doubt. People would buy the Switch 2 just for that. And it is crazy that they do not recognize that. So yeah, and it's been clear that even despite like making a game that was Mario Party 64 inspired, you know, that they were still interested in putting the N64 games on there. It says something. And I'm like, okay, well then they must absolutely be behind the idea of adding all of these other Mario parties to Switch Online. It'd be really dumb if they didn't. Oh, if I am getting Kirby Air Riders for Christmas, I'm really excited. I really can't wait to play that one. The reception to it, too, seems to be exactly, you know, kind of what I was expecting. Of, like, it's chaos. You know, like, it's getting the most loving 7 out of 10 reviews I've ever seen. And I'm like, that's kind of what I wanted. Is that weird? That's kind of what I wanted out of the game. Order was made on Mom's private Amazon account. Okay, so my mom, okay, so I was on the phone with my mom. This was a few weeks ago. I was actually on the phone with my parents yesterday for like 5 hours. Oh, it toasted all the meals. Sad. Eat this. Because I want these. Stealth up for 30 minutes? Hello? What was I saying? No, so, okay, sorry. So my mom told me that she has a like second Amazon account to make orders privately. So because like I share an Amazon account, like I use my mom's Amazon Prime. And I was like, that's funny, but all right. And then Kim told me the other day that she is ordering things from her account for Mom and just sending it to her house. And I was like, so your mom's private Amazon account? I don't know why my mom told me that she has like this private account. Probably just to make sure that I don't, probably to make sure that exactly what just happened didn't just happen. That would be my guess. She sends me links and money. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Mario Party 6 safety. Yeah, if Mario Party 6 comes to GameCube Online, I will be playing so much of it. And I already have, I have Mario Party 6 on GameCube already. And I feel like other than Jamboree, 6 is one of the ones we play fairly often. But yeah, it would just be awesome to be able to do it online. You can hide things you buy from Amazon. I know. No, it's so funny. Shan't spoil more to you. I did tell Benjamin. And Benjamin has not told me. But only so he can make informed decisions. Yes. No, he'll be excited about Air Riders too. I know he wants to play that. No, my wish list this year really was just like games and movies and techie kind of things because, you know, I know typically like we'll kind of just buy the stuff we want, and that's why Mom has, you know, kind of alluded to being more practical because we buy the things we want. But like, I don't know. I can't really afford to buy myself the things I want right now. So my Christmas list does consist of a lot of games and movies because those are the things that I want, and I just can't really get them for myself anymore. I'm just learning how to share links. Oh, what, mother? I to be like, Mom, please don't send me screenshots anymore. Yeah, screenshots are not helpful. She just learned how to send a link. Oh, Mama. Oh, poor baby. She's doing her absolute best. Not the screenshots. Yeah, screenshots are not helpful, Mom. Oh, you're an Evermean. Okay. Send me your Trader Joe's benefits. I will translate them. I will once I can get them. I haven't done like the onboarding stuff yet, so so once I can get them, yes, I would be happy to. Yeah, the main thing that I'm nervous about at this point is I just have to see if they have some kind of plan where I can transfer my therapist over, basically, because the counseling I do right now is provided by Starbucks, and I would like to keep my counselor. I've been seeing my counselor for a few years now. So I'd love to keep seeing her, but I just have to find a way to end up setting up an HSA. Oh yeah, I did end up setting up an HSA. I need to figure out how to roll that over. No, the other big thing I'm gonna have to figure out how to roll over is my 401k. But Benji actually just had to do that for his job, so he knows how to do that. It's not difficult, it's just something that people forget to do. Yeah, and I don't want to forget to do that. Don't want to lose out on that money. I think I have like $100 in there, something like that. Well, I feel like at this point I have kind of exhausted my pre-boss explore time. So, should we do it? Should we go do it? Let's maybe check out and see if I can upgrade any more pieces of armor. I don't think I can. Well, the other thing I wanted to do today is I know some of my Starbucks stocks just like officially vested. Yeah, that's why there's like $700 in that account now. Hell yeah, baby. Ah, yes, the PBS, the pre-boss explore. Yeah. No, it's just kind of like I wanted to shoot the shit and vibe and kind of just bid farewell, you know, for now. To this game. To these games, you know, to both of them. They've occupied quite a bit of my, you know, stream space for the last year and a half, and obviously, like, Breath of the Wild is now a game I've been playing for almost 9 years, and it's just crazy, you know, that these like, even to this day, like, I've just between 2 games, I have put so much time. Actually, I can tell you. 455 hours or more. Okay, I don't know what my total is for Breath of the Wild, but 455 hours into just this version of Hyrule. So, you know, I probably put like 700 to 800 hours into this version of Hyrule, and it's just like, it'll be crazy to kind of say a little bit of a farewell to it for now. For now, I do think eventually I will come back to these games, but it's just I've done a good job. You know, I have done a good job completing them to completing both of them, which is crazy. And you know, it's time to put these games away, even if just for a little while. Good closure. Yes, exactly. Great closure. Want to end this series in a nice spot. And you know, I'm amazed. I really am amazed at how much time I've spent in this world. You know, I was watching this video the other day that was like, what's next for Zelda? It was like a, you know, hour-long discussion of like, what do we think is next for Zelda? And ultimately they were like, we don't know. You know, like, we don't really know where to go from here, besides just, you know, maybe a new world to explore. But, you know, I know a lot of people are also sick of this gameplay style, so maybe that's not the best option. It's just like, there's a lot to think about. I actually think, can I be so honest with you? I think that the next thing that Zelda should do, and this is going to be controversial, I don't think everybody's going to agree with this. I think the next thing that Zelda should do is attach this concept, the open air concept, to a remake of Ocarina of Time. I think they should Breath of the Wild-ify Ocarina of Time. And a lot of people don't feel that way. But that's genuinely what I think they should do next. I really think they should extend this gameplay style to something that people are a little bit more nostalgic for. Retell the story of Ocarina of Time. Expand that version of Hyrule. It could be really, really cool. I don't think that's what they'll do, but I think that would be a great place to go forward with them if they still want to continue this concept but don't have like a huge plan, you know? I think games like Final Fantasy VII Remake and like Thousand Year Door and stuff just get like these huge spotlights on them, and I just think a grand scale, not remaster, but a grand scale remake of Ocarina, or even Twilight Princess, you know, something like that would be a really, really cool step forward for the series. I don't know. Just me. Just my thoughts. I think that's going to be controversial, but I think that would be a really cool path forward. So, hey, Wicked for Good. Oh, boy. You know what? Before I start that discussion, I'm going to go get some water because I have a lot to say about it. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, so Wicked for Good. Give me a new Wind Waker, Twilight Princess style game, open world but linear story. Yeah, I do think that linearity in the story will help them kind of tell a more focused narrative. I do agree with that. That's why I think Ocarina of Time. You could even translate a lot of Breath of the Wild isms into Ocarina of Time. Give us 1,000 Scatullas. But make each upgrade, you know, worth something. I don't know. Go crazy with the regions, stuff like that. Just no Wicked for Good is going to be ass based on what I've heard, so I'm nervous, but I hope I'm wrong. I wouldn't say that it is ass. It's not bad. It's not bad. But, like, it's Act 2 of Wicked. It is Act 2 of Wicked with all of its problems. It is Act 2 of Wicked with all of its songs and more. And it is everything that comes with the highs and lows of Act 2 of Wicked. So, for me, it's like, okay, it's not... It's inherently adapting weaker material. My big problem with it is it's inherently adapting weaker material, but it takes 2 hours to do it. And the new songs are not great. So many people complaining about Michelle Yeoh's Bad and Morrible. She was bad. I love her very, very much. I love Michelle Yeoh. think she's incredibly talented. She was bad. Like, a really, really genuinely bad performance. Surprisingly bad, too. Just, like, surprisingly stiff. I don't know. It was really, really odd. To just see how bafflingly terrible she was. No points. Pants high. Hello, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm talking smack about Wicked for good. Yeah, it's just like it is Act 2. It is all of the bad parts of Act 2. It's also all the good parts of Act 2. You know, like, No Good Deed is insane. Cynthia's rendition of No Good Deed is masterful. It's insane. It's incredible to hear. The CGI during the scene is rough. But, like, just the rendition itself is so powerful. Yeah, the visuals of the movie, so the lighting is better. The lighting is better. But it just, the sets are gone. You know, like, they're still there, but, like, there's so much more, like, blue screen or like, CGI backgrounds and, you know, glossy kind of, you know, like, Vaseline on the filter looks. And I was really, really disappointed by that. That just, like, the lighting was better, but the movie just looked worse. Very strange. I don't know how they did that. Loved the first movie, like 8 out of 10. Wonderful. Yeah, the first movie's great. Expecting this one to be a 6. You know what's so funny is I think those are my exact Letterboxd scores. I think I gave the first one a 4-star, and I think I gave this one a 3-star. Actually, I think I moved it down to 2.5 stars. It's fine. It really is just fine. If you love Act 2 of Wicked despite all of its problems, you'll probably love this in spite of its problems. I do not love Act 2 of Wicked. I remember I even saw Wicked with Benji on Broadway, and I looked at him at the end of the show, and I said, it really does fall apart in Act 2, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those movies where it's like, oh, if we have a night where we have people over and we want to watch Wicked, it's like, we'll watch the first one, and then maybe we'll watch the second one. You know, if we have time. And during the second one, I'll probably be on my phone. You know, it's one of those kinds of things. It's like, it is Act 2. Yeah, exactly. It is Act 2 of Wicked with all of its problems, just a lot longer. So, I'd still say it's worth a watch, but it's like, don't go in expecting, you know, a really, really solid movie like the first movie is. The first movie is really, really well done. But it just didn't impress me. I just didn't really walk away feeling anything besides, yeah, that was Wicked Act 2. It's a pufferfish dying, entertaining but sad, literally. And, like, yeah, it's not a bad movie. Like, it's not, like, I'd still say it's well made, despite some of the visual issues that I have. You know, I'd still say that, like, the performances across the board are great. You know, Ari is great. Cynthia is great. Ethan Slater does a really good job. Jonathan Bailey is great for what he's given, but, you know, Fierro in Act 2 just kind of sucks. Fierro in Act 2 is mostly just, like, pointing a gun at people, but not actually shooting anybody. And Marissa Bodie is great. I like what they give her to do, even though they don't give her a lot to do. It's just like, it's Act 2. It is Act 2 of Wicked. And if you like Act 2 of Wicked, you'll probably like it. I don't like Act 2 of Wicked. So I didn't really like it. But it's not a bad movie. I will say, though, if you love Jeff Goldblum, there is a lot that you will like in Wicked for Good. Because Jeff Goldblum gets to be Jeff Goldblum. He really does. He gets to do a lot of Jeff Goldblum-y-esque stuff. And it is very silly. But yeah, this one, the second one didn't really have the sauce for me. The first one impressed me, despite how, you know, kind of not really optimistic I was feeling. The second one impressed me. This one, I think a lot of my fears were kind of confirmed. You know, I felt a little more vindicated after I saw this one of being optimistic. So, being pessimistic, excuse me. So, yeah, it's like, go see it if you want. If you also just like, if you're not that attached to it, and if you don't feel like you need to see it in the theater, then, you know, save your money, I'd say. But like, I have a movie pass, so I was gonna go see it. And actually, we're gonna go see it again, and I'll probably have more thoughts about it after we see it again. We're seeing it again next week. So I'll probably have some extended thoughts on it next week. But yeah, I don't know. Not bad. It's just really not anything. Not anything crazy special. I do a lot to and for Jonathan Bailey, but I draw the line at seeing his movie. Why are you seeing it again? Because Benji's obsessed. Yes. No, my friend Aaron commented on my Letterboxd review and said, I enjoy seeing yours and Benji's reviews right next to each other. Imitation grab. I draw the line at seeing his movie. Yeah. And you know what? He's not really... If you want some good old Jonathan Bailey, watch the first one. The second one, it's just like, Fierro sucks in Act 2, dude. Fierro sucks. He's the worst. He just points a gun at everybody, and it's not very interesting. It's been causing problem. No, it's just I can't kill his joy on this one. Anyone else concerned about how the cast is looking? Of Wicked? No. Of Wicked? Oh. Like physically really skinny. I am not gonna lie. I cannot be, I cannot, I can't be bothered. Season their direction, they look ill. You know, I don't know what's going on in their lives. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in their lives. I try not to comment on somebody's body or appearance unless it is something that can be altered in 5 seconds. I don't know. But I'm gonna choose not to speculate, I guess. Just feels weird. Feels weird, and a lot of the speculation I've seen just doesn't really feel like it's in good faith, so. Yeah, I'm gonna choose to not really comment on it. Especially because, like, I did theater, you know. I'm very used to teachers telling me on my acting evals that I look skinnier. You know, like it's... I think it's fair for people to express concern because if they feel compelled to do so. Yeah, I think it's fair. I don't know. I feel like they would, more worry, but it's kind of an epidemic right now. Well, yeah, like, Hollywood Hollywood's in their Ozempic era right now. You know, like, everybody's getting on is going to the 2024 Paris Ozempics, if you know what I mean. It's just like, maybe, but it's, I don't know. I feel like there are, for some reason, I just can't be bothered. I feel like maybe I should be bothered, but like for some reason, it's just like, I don't know, the time that I spent in theater and acting and the way that I was forced to look at my body and examine myself in the mirror. I don't wish that feeling of self-scrutiny on anybody, and it's just like, I don't want to be that force for anyone else. I don't like adding. I don't know if I have anything to add to that conversation. You know? I hope that they get what they need. But yeah, you know, like, at this point, it's like, if they need help, they have all of the resources in front of them to do it. And it's not up to me to decide when somebody needs help, you know. Especially somebody who, I don't know. I don't have a right to that emotion of theirs, I guess, you know. Where's a kid? Because I always talked about it because the comments you get are like, hey, eat something. Here's a drink and take supplements. What sort of Ozempic? Oh god. I think also I just have like a lot of opposite trauma when it comes to my body, I guess. You know, I've always been a chubby kid, you know, like I was always a chubby kid, and in my like high school and early college days, I was pretty fat, and you know, I lost a lot of weight like my freshman year of college, and you know, kind of gained it back during the pandemic. I'm now kind of in a spot where I'm between those two places. So, you know, I have a very different relationship with my body than, like, being too skinny, you know? So I feel like I lost 60 pounds my freshman year. My freshman year. That was 8 years ago. You know, I don't weigh that anymore. That's not what I look like. That's not me anymore. And I lost 60 pounds my freshman year because I gained 20 my first semester. Tell you that dysmorphia doesn't care. That is so true. It really doesn't. It really, really does not. You'll feel insecure no matter what size. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like I have anything worth adding to that or taking away from that, other than You don't know the full scale of what somebody is going through. And it's not up to us to decide, you know, how anybody should feel or react about that, I guess. I love bodies and how to worry about them. Yeah, exactly. I'm with the road in and never got a fix, I'd rather risk death than be how I am now. That's I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. You're worth more than what you weigh. All right, fellas, let's make the plunge. Let's get a nice, good vibe shift, and let's make the plunge here. Hello, souls. My ex has such bad body dysmorphia as a trans person. Oh yeah, can't even imagine. Yeah, that is a complete type of dysmorphia that I have no, well, not no knowledge of or no feelings of, but like not to that extent. Definitely felt gender dysmorphia in college, but not enough to feel like I needed to, you know, transition. Ooh, that was rocky. Literally. Did y'all just see those rocks like morph? Why are they wiggling like that? Look at the rocks, they're dancing. Wait, in the military at 190. That's crazy. But like, you're also alive, which is very important. Actually, I just looked at old college photos of myself, remembering how cruel I was to myself. Now I am 2 kids later. It was like, man, I wish I was kinder to her back then. Yeah. I know. I think that a lot, too. I look at pictures of myself in college, and I was like, I was so judgmental of you. And I look at myself now, and I'm very judgmental of myself. And I'm like, I definitely wish I was kinder to the person I was in college. And I wish I'm kinder to the person I am now, because I think both of those versions of myself were and are beautiful and still learning to be beautiful. And now that I've been taking better care of my hair, I feel better as a person too. In 6 months of turning 13, I was bald, I gained 50 pounds and had no eyebrows. I think about her to stay humble. Real. Whoa, this music. No, recently, I've definitely noticed, like, recently, like, oh, I'm losing some of my hair. So I started to make a more conscious decision to take care of it, you know, to start taking some like hair-based supplements, to change out my shampoo. I use like a hair protein oil now that I put in after I shower. And what's actually so crazy is if you look at my hairline, which has definitely been receding over the last couple years, but if you look at it now, it's like there are baby hairs growing. And my hair just feels so much softer and more, you know, kind of luscious and elegant, and I'm just really enjoying where my hair is now. I'm feeling very confident about that. You know, I still feel a lot of body dysmorphia on day to day, especially as I've been, you know, I've gained weight fairly steadily throughout the pandemic, and you know, out of the pandemic also, just while I was living with my parents, and I've gained some weight while I've been living here, and it's just like, I need to find a better, like, body routine for myself. Not body routine. I don't know. Need to find a way to take care of my body. Like, I don't need to be a muscle gay, and nor do I really want to be a big muscle gay, but I need to, like, treat my body a little bit better, you know? Two things. The balance. Need to find my balance, I suppose. Yeah, it's also like, I can't judge anything that like Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, and Michelle Yeoh are going through when I too am a body dysmorphic mess. So like, what am I to say? What am I to say that is at all constructive and or nice? Kitchen cleanup lurk sounds incredible. I'm gonna be making my way into the caverns below over here. In our care era, yes. Yes, the thing I've been taking much better care of recently is my hair. And I've been really happy about it. My hair is feeling very soft. A lot more hydrated. My hair was feeling very dry, very fragile. I hope you're happy right now. And though I can't imagine how. What a better movie that was. I love watching Link on the mini-map when you're doing this attack. Just spinning around. I don't think I noticed that before. That's funny. Ow. Nikki got the Bernese Mountain Dog from Build-A-Bear? Was that like a thing? Was that like a collectible thing? I haven't even heard of that. Oh, it's just another one of those. Okay. Nice. I wanted some strong weapons here. If we're gonna be Lionel fighting, I'm gonna need some strong weapons here. Okay, that's better. I don't really remember how to keep going down, because I think that's our goal, right? Just keep going down. Just build a bear graveyard in the attic. The insertable noisemakers barely work. Yeah. I feel like everybody's got one of those. For a while, it was the Beanie Baby, you know, buckets. My mom and I were just talking about that, actually. She was like, oh my god, we had buckets and buckets of those things. Thinking they were going to be worth something someday. Now look at us. We're all fools. The battle music down here is crazy. Hello? Okay, I can use weak shit for you. Are they just trying to give me, like, shields or whatever? Oh, okay, I'll take that. I'll take it. Nice bow. But it was dead. Hello? That's so stupid. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Hello? Please give me that. I hope there is a moment soon to, like, regain some of my... Oh, God. Some of my gloom hearts here, you know? Who's trying to shoot me? Oh! Thank you. Got him. I think we're still winning. Assuming we're just gonna keep going down. I don't really remember. I've only done this part once, obviously. Whoa. Power of a sage cannot reach you? I don't think I realized that that's something that happened. They were straight up just like, you can't use your sage powers anymore? Hello? Okay, stop. So, it looks like they want me to use some of this, huh? Okay, let's see what we can use. And I got like $25 of coin cell batteries, and Ethan put the one in the block. I tried to order it, and he killed. Oh. I didn't realize that that was something you could do. Yes, that was the thing at this part. Shh. Yeah, I guess it is. I did not recall that. I didn't recall that they were just like, yeah, you're done. Okay. Heroes aspect, this nightmare creature. Yeah, it's my strongest armor set right now, so I'm using it. But yeah, it is weird. And also very strange that it doesn't seem like it is even mentioned in Age of Imprisonment. It seems like it is not even at all mentioned. It is not. It's so bizarre. But okay. Like, okay. I don't know. I feel like you had an opportunity here to make a really cool character. But you did not. But all right. Let's just have a link construct then, I guess. One of my issues with the game, as I'm sure I will probably find out. I'm sure that I will have a very similar issue. I don't know, I've heard it's great though, so maybe I shouldn't judge. I have heard it's pretty good. I've heard it's fun. I've heard it's actually really fun to play, and I've heard that it's like amazing on Switch too. Which can't, you know, having another Switch 2 game, good, just a good thing. I love having another Switch 2 game to play. Love games, love video games. I love that Switch 2 has more console exclusives already than PlayStation 5. Let's see, how's this gonna go? Yeah, I didn't think that would go super well. Let's try that again. Sometimes I just want to rewind. Sometimes I just want to rewind. Okay. There are issues with it as there are with anything else. I saw this tweet the other day that was like, everything costs $55 and all movies are 7 out of 10s. And I was like, yeah, that's like kind of the problem right now with what? What was that? No, nope, 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 nope. Indie game scene is where it's at. Yeah. That's so true. I've played some really, really awesome indies these last couple years. Counting down to the next Digital Circus episode. Oh yeah, what was that fucking like racing game that they just put out? What was that? Indie game scene is where it's at. Indie movie scene is also sometimes where it's at. I'm actually really excited. Letterboxd just announced that they're doing this service. Like, they're introducing this service. It's a rental service. It's not a streaming service. It's a rental service. Where they're giving you basically access to film festival movies. You know, like movies that don't have like main distributors or like early favorite selections from film festivals. And I was like, that's so fucking rad. I was like, I am going to watch so many good movies because of that. And you know, like it's rentals, so it's obviously gonna cost a little something depending on each movie. But I'm like, but at least there are gonna be good movies on there that I'm going to enjoy. You know? Oh, because at this moment he knew he fucked up. Original Netflix for film festivals, pretty much. Yeah. Like highlighting movies that come out of like Con and TIFF, and I'm like, that's awesome. Whoa. Back when they mailed DVDs, yeah, throwback. Yeah, they're basically just doing like a service where you can pick up, like you can rent movies that have been popular at like, you know, like good movies that have been popular at like film festivals. And or they also said that they were adding movies that like have been on people's most rewatched lists, which I also think is really fun. You know, just like popular movies on the Letterboxd platform, I think is a really cool approach. I don't know, I'm really excited about it. I think that's going to be a really cool way to see some good movies that you don't necessarily think of all the time, you know? Just wanted to get a elements-based weapon for this part here. Back when they mailed DVDs is so funny. Throwback, right? So I can't use Unobo down here? Is that what they're insinuating? I have cannons though, right? Right? Yes. Oh yeah, I remember all that. Remember this from the very beginning. It feels like eons ago now, doesn't it? And then I'm assuming that there are other pieces that they left down here behind these walls just for me. That's so cool. Really crazy how it's been like prophesized and like foretold. Let's move on. Cool detail. Oh, can't place those here? Damn. Wasn't a prophecy, it was depicted. Well, yeah. But I guess, like, those past events were depicted, but I don't know. That's where time travel just makes things so funky of, like, you know, to the past it was a depiction, but to these present versions of Link and Zelda it was a prophecy. Yeah. Confusing. Would be happy if the next Zelda game did not focus on time travel. Unless it was an Ocarina of Time remake. Alright, everyone. This is it. It's been a great ride. Let's go for it. What's with the torch? Well, the war still happened without them, but yeah, it's all fuckery. Yeah, time travel just leads to fuckery. The plaque with Zelda in it is covered at the beginning of the game, yeah. They don't give you access to blowing that shit up until later. It is kind of a cool little thing to go through that beginning part of the game and be like, well, there are explosives here, which means I must come back. Whoa. Please. Oh yeah, I forgot they like actually come in. How'd they get down here?
Link, we shall protect Hyrule together.
The Gerudo owe you for your help. You can count on me. I will atone for my past
Oh,
failure.
I didn't know she was gonna talk.
Time to stop the demon king.
Cool that they give you like one more monster battle to do. I really enjoy like the raids in these games. I think they're really fun. I also think it's good that they're giving you more weapons to use. Nice shot, Tulin. Nice. So I assume that's the first half? This music is awesome. Nice. Read you, my queen. I agree. Tulin really is out here like the friends we... The real fight is the friends we made along the way. Yeah, pretty much. Riju is the... not Riju. Tulin is the tails of the group. Ready, fruit! Ready, fruit! Fruit fight! I liked Tulin until you said no! That wasn't necessarily what I had hoped for. I like Tails, you know me. Fruit! It's a good way to get rid of them. Wow, they really are just like, here's this monster. Fight all of these guys now. Thank you. Wow, that is a one-shot. Ow. Ow. Nice. Do I get to farm this area now? No? Okay.
That gloom, it means but one thing. The Demon King is there. Huh?
More obstacles in our
What?
But our foe is mistaken if he thinks this will stop us.
We are fated to fight these beasts. Don't worry about us.
Okay, goodbye, I guess. Bye, everyone. So long. Can I not go help? Oh, I think that's where they want me to go. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. What is it that, like... There's a way... Is it Sundelions? That bring back... Yes. I definitely just heard a little piece of a Skyward Sword that he hummed there. Is there anything else that brings that back? Like, if I just cook 5 of these... Definitely hum Battle to the Goddess for sure. I don't know what that song was. I don't know. I don't know. Wild. Where did that meal just go? Hello? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Perfect. You can play Agent Princess like I talked about it. So I will play it when I spend $70 on it. Maybe someday. Decision that they made that I found odd. Oh no.
How disappointing. This world should be shrouded in darkness, not bathed in insufferable light. All these weak, peace-loving cowards running rampant. It would have been more satisfying to overcome a worthy foe.
Matt Mercer. So legendary. Who's ready for like the most? Whoa. Game audio loud. Who's ready for the most metal thing in a Zelda game? Oh yeah, I kind of forgot he's just like human now.
Regardless, I will reshape this world as it was meant to be. I will crush any opposition. I will rule. That is what a king must do.
God, this part is so fucking metal. Oh my god, this part's badass.
Do not look away.
Dopamine packages? I could fix him.
You witness a king's revival. And the birth of his new world.
All right, let's go. Who's ready for, see how metal this shit is? Oh, just kidding. This isn't when it happens.
Pathetic. Too weak.
Whoa.
Too obvious. Too weak. Too obvious. Too weak. Too obvious.
Is it too obvious and too weak? I seem to be doing just okay. I have so many issues with this game, as you know. The dragon fight, though, no notes. What's so funny is I like the fight really up until the dragon fight. The dragon fight is a little bit, like,
Feeling his blood surging.
it's a little janky to me. Oh, I just dropped my controller.
Not even near the limits of my power.
Can I borrow him first? Oh, this part is so good. This part is so good. This part is so good. I remember watching this and being like, no, stop, 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 stop. Oh, so fucking good. Okay, let's go. Sick remix.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, hey! Y'all are alright? He's gonna take Link's virginity. That's hot.
Taking you down, demon.
Can it do that? It's not centered. I know, I like how it's not centered and they just don't really care. They're like, yeah, whatever, it's not centered. Fuck off. This is such a good Ganon fight, man. This is such a good Ganon fight. I like that they give you know, all of your little guys like someone else to fight, so they're there with you, but they're not in your way. Oh, such a good fight. So sick. I just love this look of Ganondorf too. Oh, it's perfect. Almost Demise? Like almost like Skyward Sword's Demise. Super cool. Oh, I forgot they put energy tennis in here. That's awesome. Oops. Oh, Yunobo's over there fucking dead. They're all over there fucking dead. %1000% on purpose to make him look like Demise. Yeah, I think so too. I love it. I love this look of Ganondorf. So sick. So menacing. I don't know. They did a really good job making him actually appear like menacing and powerful and like a threat. Even if I think the game itself could have done more, this part is so well done. What? That heart piece I had just simply got eliminated. Crazy. He gonna eat the bean.
Sacrifice it all to destroy you and cast this world into eternal night.
He eated the bean. Wish that were me. Wish that were me goes crazy. Bean got 8. Hello? Hello? Hi. Okay. This looks crazy. This looks crazy on Switch too. Like, this looks amazing. Oh my god. Demon dragon! Demon llama! Where? Oh, that's me! I was like, who that is? Zeldor. They're gonna kiss. Give him a smooch. Oh, just kidding. Wow. Give. Whole time, demon dragon's just like, please, I want a little kid. Can I have a little kid? Ah! I love when the dragons roar because they kind of just look like, ah! Oh, that's so fucking cool. Ah! That's what they do. To be clear, you're not into the dragon form? No? Wouldn't mind me a freak like that. I don't remember how this works. I love how we're just kind of up here. Yo, where is that, like, that one sky island that's, like, impossible to get to? Like, how the fuck? You know? Can I farm stuff of hers up here? You got materials, girl? No? Oh yeah, he's got like the eyeball weak spots. I forgot about that. Okay. Whoa. Zeldor? Help? Thank you. I was doing that weird thing where I can't see chats on my app, but I can on my overlay, so thank you. And I'm sorry if I'm not responding to friends. Just say you're ignoring me, Kim. The people appreciate honesty. How was Aquarium? From all the photos and everything that I saw, Aquarium seemed lovely. Ah! Eyeball?
It is time for math!
Hey.
This
You
is
damn right
the
it
moment we've
is.
been waiting for.
Hey, Nox, how's it going? How is everything? How are things? How you feeling? Oh, hi Zelda. Hi Dragon. Dragon. Hi. Oh, days when you're streaming. Hey, that's so exciting. Thank you so much for being here. That's so crazy. All the sharks and fishes. So good to see you. No, so very good to see you. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are feeling good. I'm feeling very good. I'm very excited. We're finally finishing this game. After all these, oh my God, like after all this year and a half of completing Zelda games, we are bringing it to a close tonight. Hi, Zelda. I like that she just appears out of nowhere and I just wiggle her on up like this. Gah! Look at him going, gah! Okay, I see the eyeball in question. I like how she's out here flying like she knew this was gonna happen. Noggin? Now it's Noggin, I assume? Ah! Ah! Help! Help! No, help! 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 Whoa. That's a cool shot. He's hitting me with a gah for sure. Oh, do I have to press a button? Well, everyone, it's been fun. Excited for Christmas soon, doing Christmas with my roommate. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, it'll be really cute. Yeah, I can't believe Christmas is coming up soon. I can't believe Thanksgiving is this week. Is that the final? But yes, it is. This is our last Tears of the Kingdom stream. We're done. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm savoring it right now. Whoa. Yeah! Hell yeah, brother! Actually, I totally forgot. After this, there is another part. There is another thing that we have to do. There is something else we have to do after this. And it has to do with the Hyrule Compendium, but I'll show you guys. Actually, I didn't think to take any pictures during all of that, which is really annoying. But that's okay. Naked. Wait, why am I naked? Why am I naked and floating? Those people who can't see the dragons are all fucked up now. Oh yeah, I forgot that was like a plot point. I know, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of how they, like, install Zelda with these, like, permanent consequences of being Light Dragon just for them to use a hand beam and fix it. You know, they tell her, like, you can never change back. And it would have been, like, really beautiful if she was willing to make that sacrifice for Hyrule. But, of course, no, she has to be fine. Arm! Oh, they just dropped me. Like it's nothing, huh? Ah! Oh, shit, I gotta play! What if I just, like, don't? One little look at Hyrule, huh? It is really cool to hear these themes in this game after not hearing them for so long. Starts you over? No, I think I've just stopped descending. I just don't think I'm descending anymore. Yeah, I just can't descend past here. I like the theory of, yeah, landing in water, you won't break all your bones. Like, I like how that doesn't kill them. dead. No, literally, like, you're dead. On impact, right? No, they're just fine. Just that sudden stop. It's like after descending from the entire sky, you're dead.
How are you?
Was more than dead. Yeah, Buster would be dead.
I was. He reached you. After all.
Hey, Fi. I hear you, girl.
He's gone. The Demon King. I'm not in a dream, right? You did it. Oh, Link, you really did it. But how am I? No, I understand. I had been sleeping all this time.
Why am I naked?
When I felt something, like a warm, loving embrace, I woke up. Thank you. Link, I met such wonderful people. I saw Hyrule as it was. I have so much to tell you. So much happened. Oh, Link, I'm home.
Pants. Let's go. Lunchables ad at the worst possible moment. Wait, can I not skip the credits? Okay, I am gonna skip the credits because there's actually something else I have to do. Oh, they did not fix this cutscene. This is a Switch 1 cutscene running on the Switch 2.
I can't believe such an impressive landmass can float in the sky. Just when I thought I'd started to figure the zone out.
Thank yous for the G's. I actually don't recognize this cutscene.
Everyone, I am glad I was able to bring you all here. I wanted to share this view of Hyrule with all of you.
Whoa. I've never been this far up before, Goro.
Wow.
Because this
what a
cutscene's
sight
trash.
it is.
Oh, okay.
And Zelda, you were roaming the skies all along?
Yes, although I don't really remember.
Get the heck out.
I never thought I would actually stand here again.
This is only a theory, but Raru's power of light and Sonia's time power. For Zelda to transform back, they both must have channeled their abilities through you, Link.
I see.
Okay. Did she just like dip?
Now it seems it is my time.
Why?
Minoru.
Do not worry. You have overcome the burden my era left to you. You have proven yourself, and you no longer need me. I know I can move on, join Rauru and the others, and the world will be safe.
Okay. Goodbye. Oh. And Teva is not invited.
Those of us gathered here swear on our lives to support Princess Zelda and... to support Princess Zelda and safeguard the land of Hyrule.
Rauru and Sonia will be happy to hear of this.
But Minoru.
Girl, she already died. She already died. She is already dead. She's already dead. I saw this cutscene. This is what we were left with for this epic era of the Zelda franchise. I was so mad that this was it. And then they made another game.
Thank you all.
I don't know. I probably would have preferred to have a final moment with Rauru and Sonia than Minoru. I don't really care about Minoru. Rip. Is that Golden Freddy? Is this the bite of 87?
King Rauru. Queen Sonia. Minoru. The ancients.
That was the bite of 87.
They wished
You just
not
have the
only
classic
to
Zelda
save
theme as a
Hyrule
ringtone.
from
Nice.
the Demon King, but for it to see
So
eternal
could have been an
peace.
email. Yeah. I really feel like I didn't
Dedicate
see
myself
this.
to
I
that
don't
goal.
remember this.
Now and for all time. My friends, with all of your strength, stand with me.
I'm just mad that they didn't update this cutscene. Like, this is a Switch 1 cutscene. Hooray! Well, there's like one more thing for us to do, and I'll go do it quickly. But we have to, have to finish our Hyrule Compendium. Oh, that's cool! That's dope! So now we can go in here and we can see, you know, these don't register as complete ever, which is dumb. 60 out of 60, 31 out of 31, 139 out of 139. Hyrule map, 100% out of 100%. Oh, it says it right behind my head. Hold on. There, says it right there. See it? 100% out of 100%. This is the only thing. We have to go to Robbie and get the rest of the Hyrule Compendium. Let's go here. Switch 2 worth it, especially with the price hikes. I love my Switch 2. I love my Switch 2 very, very much. I'd say if you are, you know, like, I'm a huge Nintendo fan, so, like, I wanted to play stuff like Mario Kart and Donkey Kong on day one. I understand that that's not very important for some people, so, like, if you're in it for the exclusives, if the current exclusives haven't, like, really gotten you so far, then I'd say give it a little while. I think maybe by next year there'll be some good exclusives. But, like, if you're a big fan, I mean, I'm so thrilled to have Wind Waker on here. Like, Wind Waker handheld is huge for me. You know, I also sold my old Switch to kind of pay for this one. So, like, is it backwards compatible? Yes. With just about everything. There are some games that they're not fully compatible with the next model, but it's like most games that you could think of are compatible. So let's see here. Yep, these are the ones I need. The elite enemy pictures. I'll take them all. Probably wait until there's a bit more games. Yeah, that is my suggestion. I would wait. For most people, I would wait until there's a bit more games. However, when there is, you know, like a new Mario Kart here that is pretty good. You know, Donkey Kong Bonanza is one of the best games I played this year. You know, Kirby Air Riders I've heard is fantastic. Age of Imprisonment I've heard is fantastic. You know, and I'm sure we'll have a good year next year with some more exclusives as we kind of move on from the Switch 1 era a little bit. But yeah, I'd say if you're a big fan, you know, like this, I use this thing every single day. So, like, for me, it was a great investment. But yeah, if you're still content with your Switch 1, if you still have a Switch 1 library that you're working on, just keep working on your Switch 1 library. Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon games. I need to play the old Mario games. Yeah, then I'd say kind of just stick with your Switch 1 for now, if that's what you really care about. So I did find a new fabric. So I am missing a couple of amiibo fabric, but there's only so much I can do about that, you know? I'm missing the Majora's Mask fabric. I'm missing the Wind Waker Zelda fabric. And then I don't have any of the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo. So I'm missing the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo fabric. So I'm missing 8 total. But there's really just not a whole lot I can do about that besides getting the ones that I can with the amiibo that I have, and then maybe getting like a thing of amiibo cards or something for the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo. Because I'm not spending all that money on amiibo. I can't. So that part, I guess, for now will go uncompleted, which is really, really annoying. But, like, you know, to the extent of my ability, this game is done. It is as done as it could possibly be, with where I am right now in my amiibo collection, basically. Mostly play PC and Xbox. Have a bunch of backloggy games on PC. All right. Well, then, yeah. If you're like a PC gamer and you really only care about Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, you know, all the major Mario, Pokemon, and Zelda games that you can play on Switch 2, you can play on Switch 1. So, yeah, I'd wait. Maybe when we get our big, you know, whatever Switch 2 console exclusive Zelda is going to look like, I can't even fucking imagine. This is one of those games where it's like, after this game, what do you do? You know, like, how do you raise the stakes after this game? How do you up the ante after this game? And I think the only way to really do it is to just give us something new. So, But yeah, that's kind of it now. Now the compendium is complete. I got my Robbie fabric. Did all the side quests, did all the quests. Did all the Koroks, got all of the you know, I did it. I did it. Hope the new Pokemon game is good. I heard and saw it doesn't look too good. It's another Pokemon game, you know? It looks bad, but plays fun. That's kind of what I've heard, is it's like, it looks bad, but it plays really fun. Oh god, I keep trying to say plant something else. So, yeah. It's probably like, if you like Pokemon, you'll probably like it just fine. I have heard the Switch 2 version is better, which doesn't surprise me. Frank has also been playing the Switch 1 version on his Switch 2, and he's been having no trouble. NPC dialogue is kind of unhinged from what I've seen. Yes, I concur. Alright, well, that's it. I'm like playing around and like running around, but I'm like, that's really it. I'm done. Like, that's it. There's really nothing left for me to do. Besides maybe upgrade my outfits if I want to, but like, what's the point? And, you know, to get the amiibo paragliders, but again, it's like, kind of what's the point, but also I am going to keep trying because I do want to get them. Last one with the rideable legendaries had a kind of weak story. Scarlet and Violet, Frank and I just finished playing through Scarlet and Violet together. I like Scarlet and Violet. I think it was alright. I think there was a lot of good things to be had in Scarlet and Violet. I think the positives ultimately outweigh the negatives. There are negatives. Don't get me wrong. There are negatives. There are problems. But overall, I had a good time with the game. So, I don't think the story was weak. I honestly just think it was a little too much. I think there was just too much going on in the story. Oh, unless you're talking about Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus did not have a good story. No, I actually did not like Legends Arceus story at all. It was def fun, like the open world. Yeah. I think the open world was like, alright. Could probably be improved on. Could be a little bit more interesting. But okay overall. Well, guys, I hate to say it, but like, it's 10 o'clock. And I'm done. You know? I'm done. So I may as well be done. May as well kind of pack it up for now. That's crazy. That is very crazy. That shit. Sorry. That is crazy that we did it. You know, we're done. I have 100%ed Breath of the Wild on Master Mode, and I have 100%ed Tears of the Kingdom. And it took me 1.5 years of streaming on both, but we did it and we made it, and they're done. And I'm like, I almost never want to look at these games again. In fact, I'm actually going to offload Tears of the Kingdom, I think, from my Switch. Hello? My hair part. Consistently nervous that that's a bald spot. It's not. It consistently looks like it. What is next on the gay agenda? Well, there are a few things. So Chibi Robo, we're going to finish up. We're going to kind of focus on finishing Chibi Robo next. So, I mean, it seems like at least for the next little while, we'll be doing, you know, maybe like 2 solo streams and maybe like 1 stream a week with Frank, which I'm really excited about. But for my personal projects, we're going to finish up on Chibi Robo. And then I am thinking that my Analog 3D is going to be coming in very, very soon. So my thought is when it comes in, we are going to start kind of another 100%ing adventure. We're going to complete Donkey Kong 64 on stream. when that analog 3D comes in, which is hopefully going to be very soon, like within the next couple weeks. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But then next up, as far as like big kind of adventures, I think I'll actually be playing Pokemon Emerald on stream. We'll do a full playthrough of Pokemon Emerald on stream using my analog Pocket, not analog 3D. Analog 3D is basically like an N64. It's like a 4K N64. That's basically the best way to put it. But it's coming in the mail soon, and I'll do my my Donkey Kong stream on that, which will be very exciting. So DK64, Pokemon Emerald, and then probably after that, I don't know, Golden Sun? Unless I'm feeling something like smaller, feeling something a little bit more low key. I don't know. We will definitely have to see. But Donkey Kong 64 and Pokemon Emerald, I think, are my next ups for sure. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And now, once I finish up Chibi Robo, we'll kind of stick to, you know, like, I'm playing a game with Franck or playing a game with, like, somebody else, and then I am just playing a single playthrough. Not do 2 playthroughs anymore. We'll just stick to one. And a collaboration. So, beat Emerald in a day and then threw up. That does sound like quite a day. It sounds like quite an experience. But for now, yeah, like the era of like streaming 2 games, we're going to try to put that behind us a little bit. It's just a lot to focus on. Plus, now this is done. You know, this is like a huge commitment that is now over. I can't believe I'm just looking at like 18 out of 18, 139 of 139, 31 out of 31, 60 out of 60, like character profiles, 22 out of 22. It's just very satisfying. Hyrule Compendium, like, all done. I don't know. Crazy, man. So, that's going to be it, I guess, from me tonight. I am very, very thankful, you know, I'm very thankful to have done this, and now to have, you know, kind of put this behind me, I guess, but more so just excited to have said that we've done this, that we have completed these games, and, you know, I have a new fondness now for these games now that I've finished them, so, yeah. So this week, Tuesday night, Franck and I will be playing some Pokemon together. We're getting into the DLC of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I'm curious about. I'm actually really curious about. I'm excited to see how they kind of keep the story going, but we'll start that on Tuesday. And then Thursday from this week, obviously this week is Thanksgiving. No stream from me this Thursday. We'll start back up again on a normal schedule the following week. And then after next week, we might kind of have to reassess what my stream schedule is going to look like, because I am getting a new job and I am starting a new work schedule. So I am going to have to kind of readjust my stream schedule based on what my new work schedule is going to look like. But we'll figure that out when we get there. For now, yeah, this week is just going to be Tuesday with Franck, and then next week should look fairly normal. It'll probably be some Chibi Roboing and some Pokemoning, whatever we get to. So, yeah, look forward to that. I am very, very thankful for you all. I am very thankful for all of you who have stuck with this completing adventure for the past year and a half, even if Zelda's not your thing. Because, damn, if Zelda's not your thing and you came to any of these streams in the past year and a half, I am so grateful for you. And I'm very grateful for everybody who's just joined us for, what days of the weekend do I stream? I typically stream, right now my stream schedule is typically Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, but it's going to change. It's going to change probably second week of December. I just have to see what my new work schedule is going to look like. Yeah, but I'll let you guys know. I just don't know, because, you know, I don't know what days they want me to work, and I don't know what times they want me to work. So I don't know if I'm going to do weekend streams, weekday streams, daytime streams, nighttime streams. You know, I just don't know what things are going to look like quite yet. So, but we'll figure it out when we get there. But for now, I will be back here on Tuesday night with some Pokemon before I travel on Wednesday. And I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to see you all on Tuesday. I'm very thankful for you all. And I will catch you all then. Yeah. Much love. Mwah. I love you all so, so very much. Have a lovely evening. Have a great rest of your night. Drink some water. I've had 2 of these actually today. So Yes, Pants. I will. Thanks for streaming. Yes, thanks for being here. I love you all very much. See your face. Can't wait to see you this week. I know. So very soon. So very soon. I know. When I was talking to Mom yesterday, I was like, yeah, holy shit. See you on Wednesday. So, yeah. I will see you all very soon on camera, in person. To both. I love you all. Mwah. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night.